Are you signed? How are you releasing this music?
Nope.
Independent.
Yes.
And how is it working out?
And not to say I don't believe in being signed. Each to their own.
Camera, lights, we set up. 3, 2, 1, action. We live. Let's get 'em. We bring you the people behind the message. We here to tell stories and apply the pressure. Something's cooking. It's the kitchen podcast. Get behind the mic. Start speaking all facts. Same way you would.
Alright, manene guys, sifikile sigalelekile igama ngo LB Lebohang Andres for my political connects. Namhlanje I got the one and only, the man with the soul, EdSoul. How are you, my guy?
Good, my G. How you doing?
I'm good too. Since we meet a person, how was my intro out of 10?
I'll give it a 10. I enjoyed it. I didn't expect the Venek though.
Oh,
I was like,
are you
okay.
not multilingual, Joe?
No, I do know, but I didn't expect that. I was like, something different, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, something different. It felt like I was like watching SABC or something. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, you're allowed.
It felt like I'm watching.
Okay,
like
I want that gig.
So
you never know. You never know who's watching. You never know.
I know.
Yeah, man.
But you did the intro very well, man.
Thank you. So, how's your day, my guy?
Today, okay, my day has been cool, good. I was actually from a studio session right now. Yeah, I'm going back after this. Taking a break. This is my break. I'm working.
we're squeezing in.
Yeah, I had to squeeze you guys in. But it's been good, man. Positive energies all the time. But yeah, also try find time to, let's say, rest in between.
Nice.
But right now there is no time for that. So
don't you make time for family as well?
Yeah, very important. Very important.
100%.
Make time for my kids, you know. So yeah, like you have to make time. I think it's important that you find balance within the business, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, my day has been so far so good. Yeah.
Nah, that's dope. But in Amankos, mustn't get him. Do you understand that part?
No, I don't.
So you were bred and born English. Born and bred in Joburg.
No, you could say so. So I wasn't born here, first of all. I was born in Tanzania.
What?
Yeah, I was born. A lot of people don't know that. So I was born in Tanzania. No. If you watch like a couple of my interviews, I always kind of like break down the story.
Tanzania?
Yeah, but both of my parents are South African.
Oh.
So yeah, I was born in Tanzania. Grew up in Zambia a bit.
Okay.
So my nationality is why am I backing the mic? My nationality, I hope you edit it out. My nationality is Zambian.
Oh.
Because of where my birth certificate was made.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
So manje singafika la ukuthi egahile.
No. So as I'm explaining, and then I came back obviously when I was young. This happened when I was very young.
Yeah.
Came back. I grew up in Midlands. So for me, my childhood, I spent a lot in Midlands, Zone 5. Again, a lot of people don't know this.
Wow.
So in Zone 5, I'm Zone 5.
Okay.
And Kuliles Kraida Road, Kamazwane, my grandmother, my mom's mom.
Oh yeah.
That's where I grew up. And obviously her family, we Zulu at home. So her family was from Kwamashu in KZN. But I didn't get to, I was actually speaking to someone recently and they're like, you don't have that accent. It was Zulu, astonished, but that's because I didn't. I didn't grow up there like that, but my roots are embedded in there.
So, which languages do you speak fluently?
Zulu, obviously, according to my understanding.
According to your understanding, we'll give you that.
Yeah, but my languages are Zulu, a bit of Tswana. I would say I'm multilingual sometimes, but not all the languages.
Yeah.
So Zulu, Tswana, and English.
There's a language called Sipitor. Oh yes.
Budaiman. Yeah.
What dare.
Yeah, but yeah, that's essentially like why I am. Like you're saying, don't you understand some South African languages, or that's the reason why you're saying to me you were born and bred in Joburg. I'd say yes to that answer almost, but I'm a Kasi boy.
Hi, you don't look like a Kasi boy. But
Just being out
we're gonna keep it moving.
Being out being scaling yeah, I was that guy. So I was just about to say. So then we moved. I remember with my mom, we moved to When I entered grade 7, we moved to Yeovil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why this Joburg thing. So I know the CBD and the cityness and the city life, right?
Cishe
So,
walahlela nje.
the busyness of the city. So I know how busy it gets in
Yeah,
Joburg
yeah.
because I grew up in that environment.
Oh.
So Yeovil, I literally from grade 7 until 12 till college. I
Oh.
was in Yeovil / Louis Botha. I only went back when I started working again. After I graduated, I went back to Midlands again.
Okay, so what kind of a child were you while growing up?
Very quiet, man. Very quiet,
Sabamantombazane.
reserved. Ish, still do.
Ah, you're like
Downstairs,
DJ, a whole DJ.
No, I promise I still do, man. Like, ish.
Okay, okay.
And then
I'm happy now.
It's a personal thing.
I get you.
Yeah, it's a personal thing. I think, yeah, I was very quiet. I'd say not an A student,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Welcome to the club.
yeah,
Thought I was the only
I think
one.
I still carry those qualities even today. Like I'm just a hard worker, man. Like I think even in primary school or predominantly high school and college, I was like that. You know, so I've just believed in working hard to get the results that you want to get. You know, but
Work hard.
I'm an introverted extrovert. You know, so for instance, even when I was growing up, I'd always like watching TV at home. I'd hardly play in the streets. Yeah, I loved soccer, so I'd go out for that. And
So
then my
you're
mom
the
was very
original cheese
strict.
boy, kahle kahle. Even
The
though
treatment
Bukhale
was
gas.
like that, but the money wasn't. The treatment was.
Oh, wow.
I had to like I started working when I was young, man, like around 16, 17. So
Child labor.
yeah, grew up without a father.
Wow.
Got to know of him as I was growing up, but he wasn't in my life predominantly. So, yes, guys, you know how they call
How's
it.
the relationship after
Mama's
meeting up?
boy. What? So I grew up. Huh?
The relationship between you and your father after linking
No, there was
up.
no relationship.
There was no
Yeah, I
relationship.
didn't get to know him. I just knew of. I kind of. My mom says to me, I did meet him when I was young. I don't recall those moments. And then I started crying for my mom because of how I was, yeah, you know,
That's the
how
only
I
person
missed
you know.
her, you know, and how I wanted to be like next to her and stuff. So I predominantly grew up with my mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Mama's boy?
Ish.
Ah,
Yeah,
send
it follows-
Mama's boy.
It follows me around all the time, but I'm not.
Yo, I didn't know you went to Boston Media.
Yes, I did.
Oh, Karika being a club up. Or was it before her time?
No, it was actually during her time. Yeah, my friend. Yeah.
I went there as well.
I think at the time she was I think she was a lecturer when we were there. But she was a
Oh.
principal in your time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah.
Was
You
she
can say
principal?
principal for lack of a better word, but she was the one in charge of my subjects, I think, during our time.
Yes,
During our time.
Okay, but I know the name, like,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, it was during that time. Went to Boston. It was, I think, obviously the 3 years.
Yeah.
Trying to remember the years. I want to get the years wrong. I think it was 2007,
Sheesh.
if I'm not mistaken.
How old are you, Egg? Hear that. Don't answer that
I'm
one.
young. My age is not a secret, but I'm 35.
Oh,
Turning 36.
Okay.
You know.
But did the talent.
Ish, man, out of it.
Yeah. So what did you study at Boston?
Did media studies.
Yeah, major didn't.
So let me tell you the story how I got to Boston in the first place. So after I finished matric,
Yeah.
I think I was not grade student, but I got good results in certain subjects that I liked, right? But my passion was always being a sound engineer.
Sheesh, okay.
So throughout my later years in matric, I started researching, trying to find out where to go. And then ASC kept on popping up a lot, the one in Auckland Park. And then the day I got my results, mom was happy. And she was like, unfortunately, I don't have funds for you to go study. You know, like the dilemma of all, like every black child in South Africa. So then there was an open day at Boston. I used to be a huge YFM fan, like everyone back in YFM back in the day.
Oh, yeah. They'd get
Fresh,
more flavor than to come through.
Yeah,
open
DJ
day.
Fresh was actually the face
Fresh.
or ambassador of the
I
Boston
remember.
at the
I think it
time.
still is, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so, no.
No, when I went there was a big board, still had Fresh.
Oh, is
outside.
it? Yeah. But he's an advocate, man, for education, and he likes making sure that kids are put through education nicely.
100%.
I think his initiatives back then made sure that, and the stuff
Yeah,
that he
I know a couple
went
of people.
through, yeah,
who are part
I think
of
that guy Fish is an inspirational guy, man. Like he believes in the youth.
They say we're gonna be like French when you went there.
Yeah,
Look at us.
yeah, most definitely.
Okay, look at me.
Yeah, so I went there on the day. They were actually running like a raffle.
Oh yeah.
And they're giving away bursaries.
Wow.
So it was
Okay.
open. It was open day, right?
Yeah.
Open day. I get there, run the raffle, and then my name gets picked.
Yes, you have a clever
Yeah, no, well, no, but they like
no, I'm particularly speaking. Yeah, that's dope.
But I do. Look, I believe in both.
Yeah, I get you.
To balance your spirituality. So yeah, I think they showed up for me in a big way.
that's
So
dope.
my name got picked out. They're giving away 3 bursaries. I think there was a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. I think I got the 2 years.
Sheesh, that's dope.
At the time when I didn't know how I was gonna get the money to study.
But
On the day I was visiting, so when I get there, I see sound engineering. I'm like, awesome. Like, because for me, that's the focal point.
Yeah. You did your research and all.
But then like to do that, you need to go through all the courses. It's not like...
Oh yeah, they do all the courses first.
Media studies, so you must do journalism, video,
media, what am I saying
PR.
now? Digital media convergence,
you must do all the things.
Yeah. Financing media as well.
For you to get to it, and it's set in. Why am I banging the mic? Sorry, it's set in radio, the radio section.
Oh,
so that's where the sound engineering is set in, and I was on my way to AC that day actually. So I was doing the rounds, like So after doing the research, I was making sure that now I go to the places and see them for myself and see what's going on. So literally I came back with the win. And I came back and told my mom, you don't have to do anything. I'll go to Boston. I'll decide.
For sure, she was relieved.
Big time,
That's dope.
And then the last day, obviously, then we had to find a way to pay it off. You know what I mean? So from our own money and stuff like that. But yeah, that's essentially it. I went to Boston, finished, got my media studies diploma, majored in radio. Like I said, as I was studying, I then realized what the course actually was.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, there's this thing called radio. Let me try it out. And I loved still music production. Even when I did go into radio. So at Boston, you did everything.
100%.
Presenting, news reading, you did everything. You ran your own show.
At the end of the year, ne?
Yeah.
Like a whole project.
It's called Hell Week. I think it's called Hell Week.
Yeah, it is.
So
So
during that time of Hell Week, like every time we did something in the team, I'd always like be the production guy. Yeah, so I'd always do everything, like meaning I'd do everything because I needed it for my course. So I'd record a demo.
But you were leaning more with sound.
Lean more with sound, all the time. Intrigued because that's what I loved. It was a passion.
Oh,
and before the time, so at Boston I really started DJing as EdSoul at the time. I called myself a couple other names, but then EdSoul stuck.
EdSoul wafika kanjani?
It was just the name that came because of my first name.
Because Ed gets it from Edgar. Yeah, and then the soul.
And soul is just the type of music that I grew up on primarily, and I am starting to realize it now that I play for the soul. So meaning when I play, there's no way you're not gonna dance when I play. It's impossible.
I get you.
And with my team the other day, we're actually discussing with my brand manager, and she was telling me that you are a different type of DJ. Oh yeah, she said to me, you're not the typical DJ. And I said to her, I don't want to break it down because I'll probably get offended. Like, people will be like, I'll be offensive, but yeah. But yeah, that's basically what I do, man. Like, and that's how the name came up,
EdSoul.
And with the DJing, that had started before Boston. Started DJing in China, just before, like around 2005, 2006. Yeah.
Okay,
so
still I was playing the same type of sound you're playing, or
but then, so imagine, so back then, that sound was the sound. Like soulful house music. Yeah.
Lulo Cafe and then
I used to remember, I used to go, like, when I was like 18 or like 17, I think, I used to sneak into a club called Capital, right, in Rosebank. just to go listen to Lulo, or wanting to just go listen to like Vinny Da Vinci at the
Yeah, yeah,
time. I
yeah.
think Lulo had like Thursdays. Claude was also big back then. DJ Claude was
yeah.
huge.
Sheesh, you're taking me back.
Bobo, So the years of my DJing career started when I was in high school. Yeah.
You're
And
lucky because we're disposed like all these things. Yeah, they were around Joburg.
yeah.
Unlike us, we had to come from Eastern Cape.
Sometimes you must come to the promised land to get
To the
goals.
promised land.
Sometimes
Nah,
you
I
need to
get you. I
So,
get you.
that's how it started. Yeah.
No, that's pretty dope. So, did you always know that you're gonna work for a radio station, or? And I didn't know what you got to. What I think. Listen to me saying why. You go to Kaya
Yes.
at the age of 21.
Yes.
You've been hustling, my man.
Yeah, I have. Funny enough, I actually did.
Sheesh.
I did. I remember so there's a portion of when they start asking you in school, like, where do you see yourself?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What do you see yourself doing? What do you see yourself working? It's funny how they say, like, speak it into existence and it shall come, right?
100%.
So I just said I wanted to work with Kaya. I don't know what made me say that. I think I liked the brand at the time.
Home of
Now I'm
Cosmopolitan.
understanding, yeah. But it was before that. It was like, I think it was
Good music.
yeah,
Good,
there's good music, good friends. I think before good music, good friends, Kai was something else. Like before I joined, but it was something else at the time. But I just said Kaya. I remember Fat Joe was still on the breakfast show.
Oh yeah.
I just liked the station.
Sheesh.
And thinking back, it was because of the music that I listened to and grew up listening. So for R&B, my mom listened to a lot of the music, Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, like a lot of R&B. And I used to be that kid, like, that sat next to the speaker and wrote the lyrics. And
I thought only girls did that.
Mama, you see,
Okay.
yeah, but guys did too, come on. And then I used to like,
Whoa.
because I was like, so my thing is everything you funding one fits. So I'm like, how do you do this thing? And then I met a friend of mine that was like older than me, and then he started teaching me, how to sort of like court a girl or approach her.
Wow.
This is how you do it. I guess my mom is, she knows the guy side, I mean. So,
I get you.
the mom side.
Because dad was not around to teach you that.
Yeah, so luckily I met this friend of mine, Spusi, who then taught me how to, actually he raised me, like in a sense, like he taught me very important qualities to have.
Nice one. Is he still around or?
Yeah, he's still around, but I haven't seen him in such a long time. But whenever we talk, he's like he's proud of me and how far I've come.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I've been there for a while.
What do you do there, Kaya?
Production engineer.
Sound?
Sound
man.
label. So I produce the adverts, promos, take care of some of the station imaging as well, which is the sound of the station. So that's my 9 to 5 job. But I also didn't get in at Kaya like that. So meaning I got in as an intern.
Like everybody
but I did
else,
graduate. Yes, correct. And then I was actually a shout out to Joe. He's the one that saw potential in me.
Wow.
Before that, people don't know I was at Metro before that. I was Metro for like a couple of months, 6 months.
That was Metro?
Loopy, Naisa, Bad Boy T, Naked DJ. They used to do I think it was The Family or something like that. But the breakfast show though.
Okay, I don't know that one.
But
But there was Metro before Kaya.
Yeah. So while I was working, I did Metro a bit, and they didn't take me in.
Oh.
But they gave me my 100 hours of internship.
Okay. I see.
Did.
Yeah.
And then and then after I left there, and then Fetch saw me. I was working at a coffee shop as a waiter at the time. Yes.
Every hustler dog, yes. And then Fejo sees you.
Yeah. He saw me. He literally said to me one day, something was happening on the floor there.
Yeah.
But I maintained being nice, even though there was chaos. So he's like, I liked that about you. But he had been coming to the coffee shop for like quite a while, so he had seen me. Nice. And then he asked me, do you still want to do that thing that you? I'm like, yeah, I'm interested. He's like, actually, you're my guy. Only now, funny enough, I was talking to our programs manager, Mike Kanya. He was like, before Joe brought you in, he would always say, oh boy, there's this guy, man. Like, I was like, what? He was like, always, there's this boy, man, you gotta meet him, man. And I'm like, what? So
That's
there was a nice
dope.
build up to it before I came. So I remember the day when I first walked into the premises, they were like, actually, like, you know how they know someone before they meet them?
Yo, so you that guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I've been there for quite a few years, and then obviously throughout the years, DJing and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Music also taking over, also production coming into play, meaning I started doing the thing that I initially wanted to do or delving into it, which was making music. And for me, it was not just making house music, but I'm into all types of music. So even creating for other people.
Oh.
I'm not just into. You gotta have. There's more than one way to skin a cat. So
100%,
I tackle life like that. You gotta find more than one way to do something.
So what's the big plan with this, with music?
I want to take it as far as possible, as I can. I'm trying to build it one day at a time, a brick a day, you know.
Kancane, kancane.
Kancane.
Yeah.
But there's a vision though, and the vision is basically taking it as far as, and I don't like this thing of speaking into existence too far into existence sometimes. But in my head, there is a vision.
There is a vision.
And the place where I want to take it. So I'm very creative, I think, and I want to explore all avenues of my creativity.
That's dope. That's dope.
Even now with the event side of things, you know, I've got concepts and, you know, I've got ways.
We're gonna talk about that.
I've got ways I want to do things. But in terms of where the vision is, I want to take it as far as I can, man. Like, I listen to her and LMA.
Yeah.
And I actually envision myself working with those people one day.
Okay, my boy has a question
there.
What were you saying? Yeah? You're just saying what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, clap if you want to clap. It's not TV.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So that's dope.
Yeah, I just want to take it as far as I can, man. I think sometimes we tend to put pressure on ourselves. And I think I'm at an age where I'm mature enough to think like that. You know?
35.
So yeah. Because when you're young, you're naive, you want to try everything, all over the place.
Yeah.
Even the girls are very like exciting. Like now, women are they're cautious now. Like they're like, I'm not going there because of it. Yeah, I gotta be careful with my heart. I can't be seen broken again. So you gotta be careful with the shandies, my friend.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. But I'm positive. I'm optimistic.
Yeah, you mentioned that you have a team. How important is it for a DJ or to have a team?
Sure. So let me explain something, right? Before I got a team, so I used to DJ on my own, as EdSoul.
Yeah.
So I want to count the years of my professional DJ career. I think it's like probably like 17 years.
Okay.
Within those 17 years, the good 11 or 12 years was part of a group. The rhythm sessions.
So
So without those years, throughout those whole years, I've been managing myself.
Oh.
So meaning managing within even TRS, we had roles and responsibilities, and mine was to manage the crew. So gigs and tours and you know what I mean, and obviously music and stuff like that. But I have been delving into managing myself. The reason I'm explaining this is because I've understood 360. What it takes.
Business. Yeah.
That's why I tell my team, I'm gonna sit on your neck because I know how long it takes to do something.
100%.
And you can't tell me. And I'm sorry, like I'm not saying in a bad way, but like, you know, if you tell me that you did something, you must have done it. Because I know what the output is on that thing, you know.
Because you've done it before,
Yeah, I've gone through it, you know. So I'd say it's very important. And I'm realizing it now even more. That I'm being intentional about my brand and where I want it to go. You know, so it is. So people don't respect you when you don't have a team.
Okay, so you need somebody to represent you.
Correct.
Not you coming there.
Yeah, you need to have someone that's gonna speak on your behalf and speak on the things that you want. You know, because what happens is, I'm not saying don't keep the relationships. Relations are very important in this game, but they're very important.
100%.
So I still maintain them. Like you, for instance, I'll maintain the relation, but I'm like, yo, for that thing to happen, talk to that person.
Yeah, you told me.
And I'll be like, yo, don't worry though. I'm like, don't worry, she's kind. You know? We told, you
No,
know.
I like how you even explained the whole thing. Why? Yeah, why I have to go that route?
Because she manages my calendar.
Yeah.
So if I try handle it, I'm messing up with her work. And what is she doing?
100%.
And obviously we're a team and we work and she's earning from it. So I'm also basically taking food out of her mouth. In a way.
You also have a videographer as well?
Yeah,
Because I've seen those pictures.
Yeah, I do. Photographer too.
Yeah.
But with that, I've been trying to find the people. I think I take time to find the right person.
Yeah.
Because there's a particular person I'm looking for. But yeah, I do have those people, and I also believe in having more than one person.
Oh. Yeah. Work hard. You might be that guy.
Yeah, so meaning I get more than one person, meaning from a quality perspective, right? So you find, and I'm saying, I say more than one person. That guy's a freelancer.
Oh.
So if I call him and he says to me, I'm not available,
you need to have somebody else.
So I must have a plan A, B, and C.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I know that their work is on point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I also like working with young people. Okay. Meaning, you know what's great with working with young people?
What?
They don't have that burden of have gone through something. Okay. The emotional burden. So they're eager.
To learn.
There we go. Yeah. They're very clean. Mind is clear.
I get you.
For someone that's been in the game for 12 years, I mean, they've gone through so much hurt. Do you know how much disappointment they've gone through? So by the time it's bad. By the time that you want to work with them, and you find that you're genuine, but they won't listen to you because they've been hurt so many times.
Yeah, ne?
So there we go. So you'll find that it's actually not you. It's what they've been through. That's the issue. So but it's important as a brand to have a team. And yeah, like I was watching, who's that guy that did Kill Bill? He even did the director.
I remember the movie. Is it Quentin? It's not Quentin.
There we go.
Is it Quentin Tarantino? Yeah.
You know what he says? There's a video that I watched. He's like, you don't get your hands dirty. You get someone else to do it for you.
That's why I've got there.
Exactly. But correct. But you know what? Then you know what you do though.
Yeah.
But not disrespectfully so, right? You respect everyone. It's very important. Respect is number one. But then you direct. Do you understand? I'm very good at directing. So I direct. I tell you what I want, and I know what I want. So that's important. You get the right people doing the right thing, and you get it done correctly.
100%. Yeah. And you're honest. What you want.
There we go. You have to be honest.
100%.
Honesty is the best policy.
Nah, I couldn't have said it better myself.
I like being able to sleep at night, my man. Like I have to be able to sleep. So
you
know, you gotta be honest. If you lie, lies are something else. Because you lie today,
they'll catch up. I
don't like the catching up because it's work for me. The minute I say a lie, in my head I'm thinking, how am I gonna cover it? That's why I don't lie. I'm like, it's so much work. It's like I'm already creating so much work for myself. Do you know how busy I am? Now I must be managing this lie now.
I must remember I said this to somebody. I said that. Nah.
Can I tell the truth?
Just tell the truth.
It's easier. Like life is easy like that. Just tell the truth, man. And if the person can't take it, then unfortunately they can't. And apologize when you also have to. It's very important. Like meaning be accountable for your actions.
100%. 100%. So what is happening on the 29th of April?
29th of April. It's called the Soul Laced Sessions. Soul Laced.
Oh, laced.
Yeah, Soul Laced Sessions. I came up with the name because the gig in itself was a gig where I felt like, again, I'll go back to the way I play, right? So I wanted an event that spoke to the heart, that the music cut through and touched people. Basically.
Okay.
Right? And then, that's how the event name came about, Soul Laced Sessions. Okay. So people always like saying, I think they say Soul Last or Soul Laced. No, it's Soul Laced. The reason why there's only one L in the laced is because it's representative of both words. So you know how you say soul. So someone would expect to say soul and then have laced coming up. That was with two L's. The one L is basically working out for both words.
So
Yeah, there we go. And the latest is on a, I want to say sangisa. So meaning we lace it up nicely.
oh, you lace it out.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I
it's
get
music
you.
that's laced up in a good way.
That's pretty dope.
If I get it, yeah,
So
there's a
where's it
deep way to
happening?
say it. Yeah, it's happening at Ponteval. It's a Pont de Val. It's a venue in the Val.
Yeah.
A beautiful venue, amazing scenery. This event actually started during COVID.
Wow.
People don't know that.
And I'm thinking it's the first.
No. So it was very small.
Yeah.
I used to do a residency at a venue called Cuisino. Every Saturday for a good a year and a half.
Sheesh.
And I did solo sessions there.
Okay.
That's where the concept started. And then this year, with my team and my partners in the event, one of my partners was like, yo, there's a concept that you used to do. Where is it? Because I also took it online. So if you search the videos, yeah, there's a time when during lockdown it was like you couldn't move. Like, remember when we were consuming a lot of online content. So I've got like videos where I used to invite guys, and I used to do like a 2-hour stream. And I used to play first, and then I have a guest.
He's the leader.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I think we did like close to 7 episodes.
Wow.
And we partnered up with a brand called Bulldog Vodka during that time. Yeah. So we had Ponteval, 29th of April. People can get their tickets at ponteval.com. Nice. It's going to be a beautiful day.
What time does it start?
It starts at 1 o'clock. It's a day event. It starts at 1, ends at 10.
Okay. Like a family kind of vibe.
I wouldn't say family per se. Like,
I'm looking at the time. You can correct me.
It's there, but like I put it out there. Yeah, you can bring your kids, but like I say leave them at home because it's nice to have fun
without the kids.
Yeah, but it is that kind of event. It's got KG Sunset, the artists that are performing on the day with myself. Yeah. So this event actually is also premiering and launching a group called Artwork Sounds. The most important thing. I
love that album.
Yes. Artwork Sounds, George Leslie and Soultronics. So this was a launcher. I think it's a way to launch the event. I talked to George about doing this because I was like, you know what, these guys have worked so hard in the game. These guys have come far.
I didn't know them.
Yeah.
Until I got your number and I saw your status.
Let
me check these guys out.
Yeah, they've come so far, George Leslie and Soultronics. So they've recently released their second album. No, I think it's a third album together.
Wow.
But this is the second series of the same thing. So meaning last year they did Gospel according to Artwork Sounds 1.
Yeah.
This is Gospel according to Artwork Sounds 2.
Nice.
And it's a nice series. I think they've got like a nice concept going.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I heard the album. Yeah.
It's a double disc album. The first disc I think dropped last week, and the one is gonna drop soon. Actually, the day before the event, the second disc drops. So it's literally Artwork Sounds. So it's Gospel according to Artwork Sounds album launch. That's happening at Ponteval, and we are presenting them basically as solo sessions. So people must come through. It's going to be them, Artwork Sounds, myself, an amazing female DJ called Onika. I appreciate female DJs; they're important, and I don't like the female thing. They're DJs,
just DJs, man. Yeah.
But I also like making sure that we have a touch of them, or a touch of a female DJ on the lineup, and then we've got dope guys from the Val. DJs from there, Charlie.
Yeah, we have to pick one of them.
We've got a bunch of them, and like 3 or 4. We've got Citizens Tear.
Well, okay.
We've got my man King Detoy. He's the king of the Val, Mr. Champagne Boy. We've got him in the house, and then myself, Newtown Soul, KG Sunset, and a guy called Enzo Dino. It's gonna be a beautiful day, man. It starts at 1. Ends at 10 o'clock. And like you said, it's a day event. Come looking nice, we're putting a lot of effort in the production.
You know how black people are. I'm a ticket lap.
Regatiki dijo.
Inyako squeeze e.
How nyako regatiki dijo? Buy your tickets, my friend.
Man. Now I get you.
So it's happening on the 29th of April. I'd really encourage people to really come through. I really appreciate the support, myself and my team. would really appreciate the support. We've put a lot into this. And yeah, it feels like a short space of time. And I was telling them like a month and a half ago when we thought about doing this, it felt like a long time ago. But
What?
now the event is coming up and it's right here, you know.
What does it take to pull an event like that?
A lot.
Put it together.
Oh, a lot of sleepless nights.
Yeah.
Teamwork, dedication, a lot of communication.
Teamwork. Yeah.
And also making sure that you cross all your I's and dot all your T's, and don't think you know.
Don't think you know.
And also be willing to listen to each other.
Yeah.
Also know how to argue, because in an event you must be able to take accountability for things. Like at work, there's KPIs, boy.
100%.
You know, so if you're at work and you drop the ball, I must be able to say, yo, I dropped the ball, let's bring it up, you know. So for me, it's exciting times. It's stressful because I want them done in a specific way, you know. I'm good. I'm good. It's just that things must be done in a specific way, you know. There's an achievement or thing, like a goal that I'd like to achieve from an event perspective. I think there's still a gap, you know. I look up to guys like LSG, you know, Shimza, internationally, so even like your Ibiza's Black Coffee, huge, you know, huge inspiration. Louis Vega, locally, you know, Christos, they're doing nice things with DSS, you know what I mean? So I look up to a lot of events, but I still feel like there's a gap, you know.
And you want to fill it in.
There we go, you know, and I feel like we also need to work with each other. I mean, I feel like eventing is a very, it's cruel, it's brutal, you know, like any other environment. When you come in and you're new, people want to find out who you are, you know, what are you trying to do? So I'd like to encourage people in events to work closely together, because like anything, when you're trying to build, if you don't build together, it's definitely going to fall apart. You know, so I think we can borrow from each other. Don't think I'm competing with you. No, I'm not. I'm not trying to steal from you.
You know, black people, hey, it's hard to think like that.
Yeah, but
I get you.
I'm not trying to steal from you. I'm trying to, you know, let's encourage working together. It's very important, because for me, the more we work together, the further we can go.
100%.
You know, and the further the check can grow. So meaning, the further we make sure that this thing doesn't die. It's like how piano does it. Piano people work together. You know.
We discover new artists every day. Yeah,
we have to work together. It's like it's something that we have to encourage as a people. And I know we don't have it as a people within our culture. It's not within our culture, because as soon as you see someone doing great, then you're like, yeah. And
that's fucked up.
So yeah,
and it takes a pie corner for everyone to eat.
My brother, it's big, eh? It's big. Even if you have a small portion of it,
something.
Yeah. Support each other. Be there for each other. Let's love each other. It's very important.
100%.
Do things through love and respect each other. It's very, very important. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Let's play a game, quick one.
Yeah, before we play a game, you don't even touch about my DJing, bro.
Hey, DJing.
I want to talk about
Who said
music.
I'm done? Who said I'm done?
This guy. I feel like we are almost done. I can feel the interview. Yeah, man. Okay. Where's the music? I'm joking. Let's play a game. Let's go to the game. I'm like, what are we talking about?
You see, people want things to be done a specific way. Give me a chance.
Where's the music? Give me a chance. That chunk where we were talking about my other stuff, we're supposed to talk about my music there, but it's okay. You will have it your way. It's all right. Let's play the game.
Okay, quick one, man. You've worked with a lot of people in the industry. I just want to name a couple, and then you tell me what they have actually taught you as a person.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna start with the one that you mentioned, Fat Joe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah, he told me being yourself. And he told me, I think I'll just say that line, be yourself.
Okay.
He told me how cool it can be if you just be yourself.
No,
and also having standards. You know, Joe used to say something so funny to me. He used to say to me, yeah, you see, you're running around doing 20 gigs. Do you know how many jobs I have? 1. Do you know the return?
Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go. One job.
Fat Joe.
And then he's like, oh, you get you so tired. Do you know what time I slept? 8 o'clock.
Damn it.
And you know what time I woke up? At 3, and I was on time for work. You were rushing to work. You know why? Because you're doing 10 things.
Wow.
And you're trying to get like, make up for the cash. So
100,
he also taught me how to respect yourself.
Okay, no, cool.
Yeah.
T-Boss, Brad T.
Yo, I call Varsity my dad. My
Daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah,
T. He taught me. He's still actually teaching me, man. Like, funny enough, we were talking about it this last week in the corridor, and he was like, "Yo, you gotta eat right." I'm like, "What must I eat?" He's like, "How you told me what to eat. Now you're eating wrong." So I'm still learning from him. I think he taught me resilience, being patient, and there's a chapter in his book called "Do the Time."
I want that book,
You have
yes.
to get it paused. It's amazing. And he also taught me that you have to go through it. You have to do the time, and also your time will come.
Eish.
Yeah, which is very
Yeah,
important.
but waiting, hey, that's a problem.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
You know why?
What?
Because in the waiting, I feel like waiting needs to. I don't know. What do people do when they wait? Do they literally just sit still and wait?
No, you can't. You need to work. You need to work.
What's the preparation? Is it action means preparation or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like the waiting it must find you working. So you're not
100%.
literally standing still,
Which
right?
eyes was a game.
Yeah. So also waiting means like, let's say you're going for the same job or not gunning for a job for a long time.
Yeah.
And then every time you go for it, you don't get it. And then laser comes, in 2 minutes they get the position, right? And then they become your boss, right? And waiting is just wait, it's coming. Even through those times, it means you should wait.
Okay.
Even through the testing times, it means that you should wait. So it's an annoyance. Yeah, it's annoying to wait, but
Yeah.
you have to.
You have to wait. Yeah. Okay. Last one is me. What did I teach you? I'm joking.
Well, this guy, you know what this guy literally taught me? Hey, this guy is so strict. Hey, you know this guy sent me an email. Anyway, we're not going to talk about work here. But he's so strict and he walked into my office like, "Hey, Chief, I sent you an email." I'm like, "I saw it."
I didn't think you were going to bring that up.
You told me again. I'll repeat this one. You told me you must respect your time, Chief. Otherwise, what's the user? What's the user?
What's the use 100%? See, I'm teaching. Hey, Edgar, come on, man. Hi. The second dose of savings. I'm moving right along. So, what project are you working on, music-wise?
Yeah, so I started this obviously after I broke up, not broke up, but took a break. Hey, I must watch my words. But we took a break from the rhythm sessions amicably with Fang the Rhythm. My brother Fang the Rhythm. We took a break from the rhythm sessions. COVID was tough, man.
Yeah,
So I think we just wanted to focus on different things and also try focus on ourselves a bit. I released my first single 2020.
Yeah.
The one featuring Dozo Mbele. And then I did, I think one of my biggest songs, which is Change the World with Newtown Soul.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
then we did the EP. Within the EP, we had 5 tracks. Within the 5 tracks, the one song was Change the World. Then we created 4 more songs. On that EP, I'm trying to remember now off the top of my head. I worked with a very talented artist, Dennis Winston, from the US. First time. For me, that was a dream come true.
Sheesh.
Always wanted to work with him. Worked with Gin Tonic, worked with Sofika, worked with my guy, my brother, Colin Buddha, Newton Soul. He's my right-hand man. We work very closely together. I respect the guy a lot. And then I dropped that. And then myself and Newton Soul did a project together. Before that, remixes were taken out. So the one has got remixes. An international label signed those remixes. They got released internationally. The remixes were done by KG Sunset, Dustino, and Mark Francis from the US. And then after that, I got an opportunity to work with a guy I consider one of the best in the game, Afro Attraction. Yeah,
Oh,
we did the
yeah.
song Mina Nawe, which is my current
Sheesh.
hit single with Newton Soul. So myself and Newton Soul did a collaborative album. It's called Feel the Music. And that came out last year. It's been out for like a good 6 months. But the lead single on that album is Mina Nawe by Afro Attraction. So what am I planning to do with the music? Just to answer your question, take it further.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of things that I'm currently working on remixing my previous EP. So Never Let You Go. How did I forget about that song? More Soul, my brother. Hey. That was also one of the biggest songs that I did on Change the World. More Soul.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
Soul. He's an amazing pianist, singer, songwriter. I'm doing remixes. I'm doing remixes for that EP, man. It's looking exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Big
with,
names,
yeah,
of course.
Louis Vega
Yeah,
might
yeah.
do something. He's like, "Yo, man, I gotta find time in the studio, man. I've been traveling." That's what he's saying, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So yeah, that. But throughout that, I normally plan my year with the team. It's much better. It's easier. So I know exactly what I'm gonna do in December. And we are what month are we in now?
Okay.
What month are we? I forgot. April. Yeah.
Oh, you're in April now.
Yeah. So I know exactly what I'm gonna do in December. I work ahead.
Sheesh.
Because you need to work, you need to be a step ahead. You
That's
have to
dope.
be. So, yeah, look, my thing is plan, set deadlines. Sculptured music taught me this, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Sculptured, thank you so much. You plan, set deadlines, and you execute to your best of your ability, right? Sometimes it might not work the way you want it to work. But yeah, and then I'm also trying to work with piano guys.
Really?
Yeah, Sinom Solo.
Oh, as a dope vocalist.
My brother, Sino, I'm waiting for those
he's a
vocals.
dope.
I'm gonna be like Khaled. Send those vocals.
Yeah.
And then I'll be
who
like,
else?
the vocals, Khaled, Drake vocals have arrived, or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, I don't follow. I
Yeah,
don't follow
but
him. Yeah.
I used to follow Khaled a bit, but yeah, Sinom Solo, amazing guy. I'm trying to work with a guy called Vocal Cat.
Okay.
New guy in the scene, piano as well. So I'm trying to work
So you
with.
want to bring them to your deep side?
I'm trying to bring them to music. I create music. I don't like this genre thing, man.
We boxing you.
Yeah, don't do that. But you know what I do though? It has to sound good though.
100%.
Yeah, it has to sound good. And I like it. Like, so it's fine. I'll take it because sometimes you're like, yeah, but Ed, it sounds like soul music. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Take it. I'll take it. But for me, it's a song has to sound good. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm also working with Mtunzi at the moment. Kenza. I'm dropping names, huh?
Sheesh.
So
Yeah,
there's a lot of things that I haven't started yet, but some of them I've started.
Yeah.
Some of them are studio sessions that have been booked, you know. And again, let me say, I'm trying to speak into existence, and maybe they're watching this thing and going, you know, some of you might be
happen.
watching it like, hey, I'll cancel this studio session. The RTD is too far ahead of this time. But I'm trying to, you know, those are things in the pipeline that are definitely coming. And yeah, that's how far I want to take the music. I also want to release vinyl. I see are those vinyl things there? What is that? Can you like? It looks like you can put vinyl in there, don't you think? Like, you know, vinyl. It does, right? Yeah, like a vinyl compartment almost.
Oh.
So even this thing in the back, it looks like you can stick vinyl in there. Yeah. So
Sheesh.
I'm trying to work on. Yeah, vinyl is coming back.
Is it?
Yeah. So I used to have turntables when
Just as
I was
Edgar.
when I was 17. I bought them myself, and I went for Techniques SL 1200s. So guess what happened to my turntables, right? Funny story.
Stole them.
No, I actually sold them. I was broke as a motherfucker.
Yeah, guy, Meles violence.
So at the time, I remember my mom and I saved lunch money, and she met me halfway. We bought them. I bought them for like 10,000 or 12,000 at the time. It was very expensive. I'm obsessed about quality, so I bought the best.
The best of the best.
Yeah. So I bought 10 tables. I sold them to a guy called Messiah, who we used to work with at the time at Kaya. And then the other day, T was just like, guess what decks I have in my house? I'm like, what? He's like, my decks. And then he said to me, are you willing to buy them from me? I'm like, yeah, because they've got
For how much now?
such sentimental value. But he was like, let me just buy whatever you buy. Obviously, buy them, and then you'll exchange.
Oh.
Yeah, so you'll take the ones that I have, and But guess what he
Bratty.
did? He sold them now. So I need to find
Find
that
a-
person. But I know who he sold them to.
Yeah.
And apparently the person is not letting go of those things.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so I need to
this
bargain
man.
with them. Yeah, but I need to bargain.
Yeah.
For me, they've got sentimental value
Sentimental value.
value to them. Yeah.
No, that's dope. I wanted to ask you that. Are you signed? How are you releasing this music?
Nope.
Independent.
Yes.
And how is it working out?
And not to say I don't believe in being signed. Each to their own.
Yeah.
I think signing is a great thing, by the way, because I actually advise artists to get signed.
Yeah.
So I'll make an example. And I'll use maybe one of our peers, Prince KB, as an example.
You're signed to Universal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For how long?
I think since the beginning of his career, if I'm not
we go.
mistaken. Yeah.
I just recently saw him. I don't know if you saw
He's
that.
trying to exit.
He actually exited.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But where is he now? No.
I don't...
A sense of
Oh,
career.
like career-wise.
Yes. So meaning he's still great.
He's still great, yeah.
His name is still out there.
100%.
Amazing, right?
Even the sound, yeah.
So I'm saying, for me, I encourage signing for that. So it put him on.
Oh, I
Do you
get you.
me?
I get
Yes.
you.
Now,
I get you. It
know
puts
what?
you on.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sign for the right reasons, though.
100%.
And then when you sign, don't relax. So a lot of people have seen
Work.
that they sign and then
They start
and then,
relaxing.
oh, you're taking advice. One of the moment you start taking money from a label, do you know what it means?
What?
It means that you owe them.
More advanced.
Yes.
Sheesh.
But because you're an artist and you're new, you don't understand that.
Yo.
So imagine if you sign a 360 deal, which is album, and then they give you an advance for $1 million. Right? How much $1 million is?
And you still have to use that for studio time and all.
Yep. But then they have to make their money back before they
100%. Because I get habits in my
Yeah,
hand.
because it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say like I think any deal is better. It depends what percentage you're getting from it. But publishing is not bad.
Okay.
But you know what publishing is, right?
I was about to ask.
Publishing is just like administration of your work. So meaning I've got a song out, they take it and then they just exploit it
Oh.
for a greater means. So it's like, let me make an example. I'm company A, you company B. I'm publishing through you, right? You are then collecting the royalties on behalf of the publishing that I'm doing. So meaning publishing is like almost like distribution, meaning you're putting it out there, but then you're collecting the royalties on my behalf, but based on a percentage. So you know what publishing is, my man? It's like I'm giving you the work to do, then I chill. So publishing plugs to radios, plugs
So
to
I
TVs.
distribute your
There we
music,
go.
digital, radio, everything.
Yes, and then I collect your royalties, and based on the percentage that we have, a publishing percentage, then we share that. So it might be 70-30.
So there has to be a contract in place with
And there's a
taking the
contract for everything in
percentage,
music.
yeah.
People don't get, there's a contract for masters. No, it's not one contract for everything.
Oh.
Yes.
For different contracts.
There we go.
What's a sync deal?
Sync deal is, it's when like a brand comes in place.
Oh.
Yeah, and then depending on who owns the master, I think people mustn't
Come for you.
Yeah, come for me. I'm thinking depending on who owns the master, then the royalties will be shared like that. So I think some deals are 70-30, 70-20, depending on what you spend. But if a record label signs you, obviously they'll take a larger percentage because
100%.
they got they
deal maybe.
they went to that place. Or
Maybe they approach KFC, for example.
Yes. So they found the job. So you can't get money for something that you didn't, like, meaning you can't get majority share of something that you didn't go and find.
It's like agencies funding acting gigs for their...
There we go. Like an agent. Yeah. So that's what a sync deal is. But sync deals are a lot of money. Yeah. So meaning like you could actually, if you get 2 or 3 in a year, you're good.
Sheesh.
I promise you. But when I'm saying 2 or 3 in a year, those things are millions, man. Like proper. What? Do you hear the artist I spoke about earlier on? If you're paying attention to me very well in the interview, that guy got very good sync deals.
Damn.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a majority, and it's not a secret what I'm telling you. He was sharing it on a podcast the other day, like how it works, right? And the sync deals that he got. So I'm just saying that if you sign very well, you're gonna be good. And I also believe it's what you want it to do for you. What do you want? You need to, actually, that's where the questions should start.
What do you want as an
There you
artist?
go. What do you want?
Okay.
You need to know what you want, because if you don't know, then people will find that out for you,
And take
and they
advantage
tell you
in the
what to
process.
do. Yes, because you don't know what you want. So
Hey,
you
the
need to
industry.
know. It's very important. You need to know what you want, because also the things that you take on are dependent on what you want. It's simple as that. You need to know what you want.
Sheesh.
You know.
Yeah. But you cutthroat, right?
It's cutthroat, but every environment is cutthroat, because even corporate is like that.
I think we industry is more out there. So now we are like
Exposed to it. You're exposed to it.
Yeah, exposed to we corporate indoors.
But you know what? You know what it is? It's also a thing of guys. You know, education. Ish. Number one. Number two, we don't read as black people. I'm sorry. It's in the Maponya Mall exclusive books closed in 2 months. I'm telling you, actually not even 2 months, but it closed down. Yeah, la pay exclusive books. So it's also being able to be patient. You know, as a music or as a musician, you need to have a lawyer, right? And mangiti don't read. It's relative, right? So meaning like there's jargon that you don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay, and and I get that. I understand that feeling. That's why you need to have someone representing you, and someone that's a second person that's going to be able to look through the contract and basically stand on your side and say, my man, you're making a bad decision here. Do you understand what this says or what it means? You know, so yeah. Yeah, I have to go to a gig now. Yeah.
This is the kitchen podcast. I always ask people this question: can you cook, and what's your favorite meal?
I actually can, funny enough.
The kitchen?
Yeah, proper. I learned that from my waitering gig.
Oh yeah, you
Yes,
mentioned
yes.
that.
But I also love food, man. I'm the guy that eats. I eat like, even now I've got food like waiting for me. I like, yeah, I'm gonna hit the gym, don't worry. But I do exercise as well. It's just that I haven't been consistent with it this year. But I want to go to back to gym next year. So favorite. Okay, so you said do I cook and?
Cook, and what's your favorite?
Okay, I'll go for an easy thing to make. No, I do a chicken pasta, right? Creamy chicken pasta with mushrooms, Parmesan cheese. What else? But yeah, it's just a creamy chicken pasta.
7 colors, several or 7.
Come through, man. Come through.
Okay, no, that's dope. So where can people catch your social media details? Where is the music available?
Music is available on all DSPs, digital streaming platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, YouTube Music, YouTube itself. You can find my music. Just search EdSoul and you'll find me. There's an app I heard of the other day. I was like, what is that app? Some guy my photographer was supposed to send me the app. He's like, yo, my man, the number's there. Yo, they big, chief. I'm like, he's like, yo, the numbers there, chief. Yo, they big. I'm like, I need to check out the numbers. So everywhere, literally, the music, and where people can find me on social media, it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. EdSoul SA on all platforms. It's EdSoulsa. EdSoulsa on all platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and almost Tinder. And what's the other one? TikTok. I'm not a Tinder guys, no. TikTok.
You're funny. Damn it. My guy, no, thank you very much.
No, thank you for having me, man.
It's not a sin to be on Tinder. It's not a sin.
Yeah,
Politicians. Nah, man, thank you very much. I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you, man.
May the event be a success, my guy. And thank you very much for coming through.
And thank you for having me. It's been a long time coming. I told you.
You're playing hide and seek. Get that?
No, we had to find things to talk about. I got a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, I think I enjoyed the conversation. And yeah, I think speaking is therapeutic, man.
100%.
You know,
100%.
I got to speak and speak about things that I love. Thank you so much for having me.
Only a pleasure, my guy. Do you promise part 2? Maloku Sebenza.
So I'll take another 10 years. You know, I met someone yesterday. I met like an artist yesterday. I'm like, I want to work with you. They're like, you gotta wait. You know how long the other person waited? Sheesh. And I think you know what I'm talking about. You know how long the person waited? And they're like, Black Coffee waited 10 years. I'm like, oh my God. So I have to wait 10 years?
But 10 years is nothing, though.
I know, right?
10 years
it goes by
nothing.
very quickly.
Yeah.
It does, yeah. Thank you so much, bro.
Only a pleasure. Manenagazi, we out.
Juicy, yeah. I heard my niggas be proud of me. Look at I'm reppin' my city so wavy, ain't nobody stopping me. Yeah. I'm giving no one apologies. I'm up with the squad, can handle the sauce. I'm tryna make me some rands. Look at my leg when I dance. I want a Porsche, I want a Ferrari, I want me a ticket to France.